All 50 states fight each other to claim the entire country. The last one standing will become the single entity that rules the United States. As neighboring states battle each other, our battle wheel will determine the winner. The state the battle wheel lands on gets eliminated, and the other state claims victory. The victor will claim the crown as the ultimate ruler of the United States. Let's get ready for the Battle Royale. The states of California, Nevada, and Arizona have been at each other's throats for a long time for water, so they fight in the Colorado River. Let's see who wins this battle. We see Nevada taking the L first, and it is a fierce battle between Arizona and California, where California claims the entire area and takes the rest for their next battle. At the other corner, we can see New Jersey has attacked New York. This one was very expected. Will the New Jerseyans claim New York and get their glory? No, the New Yorkians won an epic battle. New Jersey is under New York now. The Cowboys are relentless as they attack Louisiana, Oklahoma, and New Mexico, dividing themselves as three and attacking at the same time. We're all sure that Texans will definitely think like this. Texas 1st Division fights Oklahoma and wins. Texas 2nd Division goes head-to-head with Louisiana and wins, but Texas 3rd Division fights against the terrifying New Mexico. But the two victories weren't enough as they lost to New Mexico, and New Mexico took half of Texas for themselves. That's a twist of events. Let's find out if New Mexico will be able to take over all of Texas. But the United Texans overthrow the New Mexicans, forming the biggest state so far in the Battle Royale. In the southeast, we have Georgia attacking Florida for the ports. This is an intense battle that lets us look at what the battle wheel has to say. Florida takes over Georgia with their naval army as they move forward to the center of America. We see two battles escalating at the east and the north side. South Carolina versus North Carolina and South Dakota versus North Dakota. Both try to relinquish the direction of their name and become a single state. So who becomes Dakota, the South or the North? North Dakota wins, taking the Dakota name, but we're not finished yet with the South and North debate, as there is South Carolina taking on North Carolina, and North Carolina wins and claims Carolina for themselves. Since Dakota and Carolina have become one, let's see what's happening in the central portion of America. Before that, make sure you like and subscribe for this channel for more interesting content. Kansas, Nebraska, Wyoming, Utah, and Colorado formed an alliance, calling them Central America. Now, Central America seems like a worthy opponent for Texas, and that is the same reason why they allied to take down Texas. At the brink of the battle between Wisconsin and Minnesota, will the Giants prevail or not? Wisconsin slays the Giants, and we're seeing some unbelievable results with this one. Well, in the Northwest, Washington, Oregon, and Idaho fight to prepare for California. Who is the last one standing going to be? Oregon gets destroyed by Washington and Idaho. Washington doesn't waste time and finishes Idaho. Washington lusts for the West, looking at California. New York notices the threats on the West and realizes a single victory over New Jersey is not going to make them win the war. So they call Northeastern Alliance Connecticut, Maine, Massachusetts, New Hampshire, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, the District of Columbia, Delaware, Virginia, Maryland, and West Virginia allied as the Allied Northeast. In the heart of the Midwest, Ohio, Indiana, and Michigan clash for supremacy. As the battle wheel spins, the states hold their breath. Indiana is the first to fall, eliminated swiftly. Ohio follows soon after, leaving Michigan victorious on the battlefield. However, Michigan's triumph is short-lived as they grow restless, wary of the rising threat from the Allied Northeast. But Michigan is not alone in their unease. To the south, tensions boil over as Missouri, Illinois, Arkansas, Tennessee, Mississippi, and Alabama prepare for an all-out brawl. This promises to be the largest and most chaotic battle yet. The battle begins and Missouri is the first to fall, overwhelmed by the ferocity of its neighbors. Alabama is next, its defense is crumbling under the relentless attacks. Tennessee put up a valiant fight, but eventually they too are overpowered and fall. Mississippi, caught up in the crossfire, is knocked out, leaving only Arkansas and Illinois standing. The fight between Arkansas and Illinois reaches a fever pitch. The two states clash with everything they have, each desperate for victory. In a stunning twist, Arkansas emerges victorious, having the last laugh as they defeat Illinois in this epic and chaotic brawl. The dust settles and Arkansas stands tall, their triumph marking one of the most surprising and thrilling battles of the entire Royale. With the Midwest in turmoil and alliances constantly shifting, the stage is set for even more dramatic confrontations as the fight for the crown continues. Iowa strikes at Wisconsin while they are recovering from the fight against Minnesota. Still, Iowa can't defeat Wisconsin and Iowa falls into Wisconsin's hands. Wisconsin has shown the best performance so far. Montana joined Washington to bring California and become the Allied Northwest. Well, we'll see the development from Hawaii and Alaska as they have joined Florida. I mean, what a twist of events. This is not an alliance that we would expect as they had joined Florida. So on this Battle Royale, only 11 contenders are remaining. The Allied Northwest, California, Texas, Central America, Dakota, Wisconsin, Arkansas, Michigan, Florida, Carolina, and the Allied Northeast. As the Battle Royale intensifies, a new strategy emerges. The big states are now targeting the smaller ones. The Allied Northeast sets its sights on Michigan, Central America attacks Wisconsin, and the Allied Northwest takes on Dakota. The outcome seems predictable, but the battle wheel has the final say. Enjoying the battle? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more. The wheel spins, and Michigan falls to the Allied Northeast, solidifying its position as a formidable contender capable of challenging even California and Texas. Meanwhile, the battle between Central America and Wisconsin unfolds. To everyone's surprise, Wisconsin emerges victorious. How could this happen? Well, it turns out that Arkansas formed a temporary alliance with Wisconsin during the skirmish, helping them conquer all of Central America. Wisconsin continues to impress, proving to be a serious threat that could potentially take down Texas. In the southeast, Florida takes on Carolina. The battle is fierce, but as the wheel spins, Florida triumphs with ease, as predicted. With Carolina now under Florida's control, the map of America continues to shift dramatically. With these unexpected turns and alliances, the landscape of the Battle Royale is ever-changing. The remaining states prepare for the next wave of conflicts, knowing that only the strongest and most strategic will survive. Now on the northwest, it hits Dakota. Are there any hidden moves like Wisconsin? Well, we'll have to see. There isn't any, and the northwest moves forward into Dakota. And with that, the second wave is done. Everybody goes into preparations. In the second wave, we have the Allied Northeast, the Allied Northwest, Texas, California, Arkansas, Wisconsin, and Florida. This might be the final state. Every state gets ready to claim the nation. The Allied Northwest goes head-to-head with California. Texas makes the move after a long time going for Wisconsin. Texas was waiting for a worthy opponent, it seems. The Allied Northeast goes for Florida. Arkansas shows no movement for the moment. The Northwest has done it again, bringing down California and getting the entire northwest portion of the United States. And the great Texas takes on Wisconsin, who has been an unpredictable piece in this fight. But the unpredictability has stopped Texas from showing who they are. Even being smaller at the moment, Texas overpowered Wisconsin and early looking at the crown. The Allied Northeast makes the first move of the entire battle against Florida. Florida has been knocked out by the Northeast and is now looking promising. Arkansas jumps on the Northeast to defeat them in their current state, but there is a surprise. Texas also joins to fight them. It's a triple threat fight, while the Northwest becomes a spectator for this fight. The Northeast and Texas push Arkansas from both sides and are defeated, while the Northeast takes a minute for rest. Texas attacks and conquers them, leaving the Northwest and Texas. As the dust settles from the previous battles, the final showdown begins. Texas, eager to seize the crown, launches a ferocious attack on the Allied Northwest. With strategic advantages allowing attacks from all sides, Texas seems poised for victory. The battle wheels spin again, determining the fate of the remaining states. In a stunning turn of events, the Allied Northwest emerges victorious, defeating Texas and moving closer to claiming the crown. However, as the Northwest celebrated, internal conflict erupted between Washington and Montana. The alliance fractured, splitting the Northwest into two. The battle wheel spun for the final time, deciding the ultimate ruler. Washington triumphed over Montana in a dramatic clash, claiming America as its own. Washington donned the crown, standing tall as the victor of this epic saga. The fight has been thrilling, with alliances formed and broken, strategies tested, and unexpected twists at every turn. The legacy of this monumental battle should be remembered all over YouTube. Thanks for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed the video, do subscribe and leave a like. Also, if you're curious about why 82% of Mexico is barren, watch this video to find out why most of Mexico is empty.